What is going on, guys? Mr. Bropo from Mr. Bropo's Toy Chest here, bringing you a new figure review, and this time it's going to be on a brand new custom that I've made. It's a Marvel Legends. It's been a while since I've made a custom action figure, but this time is going to be a Marvel Legends. Don't think I've done a Marvel Legends. I've customized on a Marvel Legends, but not into a Marvel, character and whatnot. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is, we got here the Super Skrull, or his real name, Kl'rrt, spelled spelled K-L apostrophe R-R-T, Kl'rrt. I went ahead a while back and dismantled my custom Piccolo, which I'll put a card up, should be like here or something. It'll be up eventually in the video. But I made a custom Piccolo using the same figure, which was the, I forgot which wave, Marvel Legends Drax. I forgot what wave it was. It was, I believe it was part of the Return of Marvel Legends mini line, like the Return of the Marvel Legends back in 2011, 2012. It's an older figure. I got him at a discount store a long time ago for about, I want to say $7, and pretty good deal. Wish I could have gotten a few more. I did get a few more, but those are kind of gone now. I wish I could have gotten more because they had like a Thor and whatnot. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is I got him a really good figure. I actually made a stop motion with him, which I will kindly leave another card, I guess, up here eventually. With him, and he was a great figure, but for some reason, I don't know why, I decided to customize him and turn him into Piccolo, and I made Piccolo, and then I was kind of unsatisfied with him, and not to mention the fact that, they have a cheap Figuarts for him that has, like, a bunch of accessories. It costs, like, $30 these days, and not to mention the fact that the USA line is going to come out in 2017 in the summertime, and eventually they're going to make a Piccolo. They're not going to make a Piccolo, but that's, sidetracking a little bit, but anyway, back to the timeline of this figure. He got dismantled because I was unsatisfied in those reasons that I previously had just mentioned a couple seconds ago, and, remained dormant for a while, remained just a complete blob of nothing, had a couple ideas, never really took off. Then I decided, this figure's just lying here, he has potential to turn into something pretty freaking awesome, and you know what? This is what turned out, which I personally feel and have gotten a little bit of feedback from, and hopefully you guys will give me more through this video and my Instagram post. Link in the description for the Instagram. Go ahead and follow. Thanks, guys. Hopefully you guys leave me your comments and feedback on this figure and whatnot. But I personally feel it is the pinnacle. It is the peak custom of my customizing career, per se. And I've been customizing for about a year and a half to 2 years now, because around the time that I started getting into customization, I started my YouTube channel, which my 2-year anniversary on YouTube is gonna come up this February. So it had been like about 2 years since I had started customizing. So for 2 years, I think this, this is what is the best personally. And let me know what you guys think. So for now, I'm going to take away this getting stomped on Spider-Man, which I will make like a 5-minute video probably ranting on this, and also through you guys' Instagram comments and your likes and whatnot on a certain post, I will get to the Xenoverse 2 review, and I'll talk about a couple things. There's 2 things I wanted to talk about, the review and something else. But anyway, I also wanted to do another video on this guy, a sort of an update video on this, but just oops, didn't really throw in there. Yeah, let's just get out of the shot. And anyway, let's take a closer look at the Super Skrull. And as I'm talking, actually, oops, I turned on one. Oh God. Anyway, I leaned on one of the light off switches and it turned off. Like I was saying, as I'm speaking right now, some of the paint on here is rubbing off, and I mean, I'm not a pro. I'm trying to. I want to get into some Citadel paints. Can't speak. They're a little bit more expensive of paints than what I use already. They're paints that I've had for, since I started. They're like the craft shop paints. That you get at Michael's, like not even $1 a piece, I don't think. So, I mean, they were just, just to work with for now. That's all I could get. But I want to order some Citadel paints online. So, like I said, there's some paint rub, going on. Not as much as I thought. But there is a couple spots that I'm going to touch up and stuff. And maybe I'll post some more pics, update pictures on Instagram of how it'll look afterwards. But I wanted to review this guy for you guys quickly here. I say quickly, but I ramble too much. 6 minutes into the video already. Oh my god. But anyway, I do ramble a bit much, but I'm going to get into the review now. Just, taking a look at the paintwork. I mixed purple with a little bit of silver to get this shine. I don't really have a particular base picture of Super Skrull that I based this off of. I just sort of, it was just, it's artist interpretation, I guess. Pretty, it's not the most accurate because I know he has like boots and stuff and it's a little bit more like skin tight here, but I work with what I could work with. I worked with what I could, and I don't think it turned out too bad. Definitely let me know what you guys think about it. Like I said, there's still some things I need to touch up on, but anyway, let's get a little closer in the face sculpt. This pretty much is all sculpted. The ears and the chin, that's all sculpted. This is all painted. The shoulder pad things, I sculpted on there too. Painted all this. All this has been painted on by me. Not too much going on here. No shading or anything. I'm not that, I'm scared to do that stuff, but I want to get into it. I tried to do some black wash on the chin, but I haven't. I did that before I painted, so I kind of screwed up on it. But I'll like I said, update pictures when I touch up the little specks that aren't painted, on Instagram. Link in the description below. So anyway, let's get into the articulation of him. It's actually, it's been a little bit limited since I customized him. Long story short, it's a long story. Anyway, his articulation does not go up or down much. Does move side to side, okay, works fine. Since these are in the way, these do hinder the articulation, so they do go about that much, but he could get his arms all the way up, which was really cool. I wish Marvel Legends would, use this joint. I don't know what joint they're using now that's not allowing them to get all the way up, But anyway, bicep swivel right here. Pretty decent, pretty good. Double jointed elbows, where the glove cut swivel. You got an ab crunch that moves about that far forward and that far back. Waist swivel. I believe these are like Y hinges that they used to use back in the day. Basically, it can move outward just fine. But then what you would have to do is to get him moving like this forward, you'd have to, like get this and then bring it here and stuff. And it's a bit of a complicated joint. It's older. But good thing is that, since usually it'd probably go out like this, that's how the Y joint would work. But he has upper thigh rotation, so it lets him, straighten it out instead of just being like this. Double jointed elbows and Ankles move down. They move up a little bit, and he does not really have ankle pivot or anything. So decent, pretty good, average, older Marvel Legends, articulation. Not too shabby, not too bad. Like I said, there are some things that I would like to touch up, like right now, that are kind of, getting a little bit of paint rub and stuff, and I'd like to eventually, when I get the resources, which I plan to very soon, better paints, maybe a Dremel soon, which that would be very beneficial. A couple other things, like I've been taking into account a lot of different customizers, especially the late Glenn Webb. May he rest in peace. I was a really big fan of his. I wish I would have made a video about that, but I never got the chance. My fault. He was one of my favorites. I was devastated when I heard about the news, man. But yeah, I've been taking into account his techniques and stuff, and I've been, watching his, what he does and what he uses and stuff. So. Another thing is, clay and stuff, better sandpaper. So, like I said, I'm gonna keep expanding and getting better. But this, I feel satisfied with this. Other than, a couple of paint mishaps, but like I can touch that up. And for display purposes, I feel as though he is, I feel satisfied with him. And he could be improved, and I want to improve on him in the future. But, as of now, like, I feel it's, like, the best custom that I've been able to produce. Aside maybe from Piccolo, Trunks, there's a couple others that are pretty good. But I just feel like this one, I had so much fun working on this, too. I never had so much fun working on a custom. Really dug into the origin of Super Skrull, Kl'rrt, read up a lot about him and stuff and his powers, and of course, his powers are the Fantastic Fours. If you do not know, Super Skrull is one of the original bad guys, the villains for the Fantastic Four, appearing in, I want to say 1964, in Fantastic Four issue 18. That's when your boy Kl'rrt made his his debut, and his powers are, the Fantastic Fours, plus every Super Skrull or Skrull has, hypnosis and shapeshifting, but his main powers are that of the Fantastic Four. So I am working on some accessories, though I don't feel as if they're going to play a major role. They're just going to be kind of there. Maybe if I work this guy into a stop motion, I might use it. Here is the Thing Fist right here, which I gotta say, I'm very pleased with how it turned out in a way. I feel happy with this. Gave it a black wash actually, and then painted over it a little bit, so it's got a little bit of the black in there. So it's not the best paint job, but it's the most intricate I've gotten with a paint job. And this is in the works as well. I got another little Fantastic, Mr. Fantastic arm that I would attach there. But the thing is, the forearms just are not that replaceable. They're not meant to be replaced like that. So I don't know. Maybe what I could do is get like a newer Marvel Legends that has like the peg on the wrist that pegs into the arm, and boil and pop, or hair dryer this upper arm and take it out and then put a new one in, so I can remake some of the accessories, but with the peg, and it pegs in like how it should. But anyway, that's my review of my new custom. I gotta say, I'm pleased with it. Personally, I just feel happy with it. I had so much fun working on him. Super Skrull is so cool, man. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do feel so inclined, please, like this video, go down and comment, and if you have not yet, go subscribe. Go check out my Instagram and Twitter, links on my channel and in the description. Thank you so much for watching, like I said, and I will catch you guys later.